So I have rental arrearage of 1,700, late fees of 1,300.
That's what we have, Your Honor.
Okay, before I say anything to Mr. Reeves, where's the 1,300 coming from?
$50 late fee, 26 days.
Pardon?
$50 late fee for 26 days.
It's $50 a day?
That's what the contract states.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Oh,
District Court, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan is now in session. All those having business before the court draw near. The Honorable Judge Simpson presiding.
And good morning. Court does call the case of Jacob Properties Management versus Justin Reeves.
Justin Reeves here. Good morning, Justin Reeves here.
I got you, Mr. Reeves. We got the attorney. Counsel, state your appearance.
Jay McCurgy appearing on behalf of the complainant.
All right, thank you. What's the plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, we have rent in arrears for 1,700, late fees of 1,300.
13.
Correct, Your Honor.
So I have rental arrearage of 1,700, late fees of 1,300.
That's what we have, Your Honor.
Okay, before I say anything to Mr. Reeves, where's the 1,300 coming from?
$50 late fee, 26 days.
Pardon?
$50 late fee for 26 days.
It's $50 a day?
That's what the contract states.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Oh,
Just on first blush. Well, let's just deal with the rent. How about that? Mr. Reeves?
Yes, sir.
How are you intending on paying the rent? I'm talking about the 1,700. I'll deal with the late fees in a minute.
I am saving my money, and I have reached out to Hawk and did a SER application. But I
You did an SER?
working.
When did you do an SER?
Maybe 3 or 4 days ago.
Okay. All right. So you're entitled to a stay because of that, but you got to get the paperwork into us. Can you see your screen?
Can I see what screen?
Well, the screen that you're on right now, you're on a phone, right?
Correct.
Okay. If you keep swiping across, you're going to come across a QR code. That will take you to a form that you need to fill out and get to the court before Wednesday morning.
The one that's to submit to 14A1?
Yeah, it's a form for rental assistance. I've got to have that form. I'm going to grant you the stay at this point because you filed for an SER.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the interim, is there any funds that you can pay?
Yeah, I can give them at least 500 today.
500? Okay,
Yes,
why don't you do this? Pay 500 to the landlord today. All right. Get that form into us. Try to do that right away, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, thank you for this being my first case, and let's have to deal with these late fees. But those late fees, counsel, here's what I'm going to do. You need to take a look at the case law. If the contract calls for a $50 late fee without getting into the weeds on it all and the details, a late fee can't be a penalty. That sounds to me on first blush as though it's a penalty. Also, late fees have to be related to the cost of collection. And can't be liquidated damages. So I'll leave that there and let you look at it yourself, or
Thank you, Your Honor.
or I'll do it for you at some point. So
we will strike those late fees, Your Honor. I did just see what you were talking about, so we'll adjust
Yeah.
that out.
all right.
And Mr. Reeves,
So I'm sorry.
if Mr. Reeves contacts my office, we can just, I haven't heard from him, so we can just
So
Move forward.
we'll adjourn this out. He's gonna get 500 into the landlord today. Toward the 1,700. How much is your monthly rent, Mr. Reeves?
1,700.
17.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the problem's gonna be that as of tomorrow, we're gonna click in another 1,700. So we gotta try to figure this out. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will adjourn this matter. We don't have next week. Well, he gets 2 weeks out, so
June 14th.
I'll adjourn this to June 14th, 2024, 1 p.m.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, that's what we received. That's an error.
Did you receive a dismissal from us?
Yes, sir.
Could you pass that for right now?
Yes, sir.
Thank
So I'll
you.
pass Dirks. West is dismissed.
West is dismissed.
And-
Yes, sir.
Glencoe Oaks versus Sharbalisa Reed.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
Sharbalisa Reed, not checked in. You may proceed.
This is an action for non-payment. This defendant owes $212.58. The costs are $171. We've requested default judgment in the amount of $383.58. No writ without a hearing.
Yes, sir. Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested. Writ to issue 10 days, no writ without a hearing.
Thank you. And the Dirks matter is a dismissal, Your Honor.
It is. All
Yes,
right.
thank you.
So Glencoe versus Dirks, that matter is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of Monica King versus Sarah Goebel.
James Fink for the
And-
plaintiff.
Donald Goebel and Joshua Goebel.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I'm here. This is Sarah Goebel.
Sarah? Okay. Hello.
Those other people on this eviction actually don't live in my home. They're my husband's family members. I don't even know why they're on my eviction, Your Honor.
Who? Donald and Joshua?
Joshua Goebel and Gladys Doan. Donald Goebel don't live there either, but he's my husband.
Okay. Well, I have on the complaint Donald Goebel and Joshua Goebel.
And you should have Gladys Goebel or Doan. But I don't know if you remember, I was here last month and she didn't have any of those people on there. So I don't know why she has them on here this month.
Well, I don't
I don't
know.
understand this woman.
Okay. Well, I don't know, ma'am.
I do.
All I know is I have, and I also have Gladys Stone.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be on there. They don't live there.
Okay, for whatever reason they are, and we'll figure that out. But you're here, and how much is owing on this, Mr. Fink?
$4,200 in rent, $229 in costs for a total of $44.29. Your Honor, there's also been a 1 month notice to quit issued that expires at the end of June.
Got it. All right. So, ma'am, how are you intending on getting this paid?
So, Your Honor, again, I don't owe that much. I don't know where she's coming up with these numbers. I don't owe $800 a month. My rent is not $800 a month. It is $720 a month, and it's paid weekly. I don't know if you remember that from the last time also. And I just didn't start paying, and I didn't pay on April 1st. So since April 1st, I have not paid rent.
You have not paid?
Nope,
rent since
because he
April?
told, Yep, she told me not to. So since April 1st, I have not paid rent. She will
Who
not
told
take
you
it.
not to?
Miss Monica King. And she did tell you that last time at court. She told you the same thing, that she told me not to pay her the money.
All right. So have you saved the rent?
I have not, but I am working. I did file an SER today, right before court. But again, I don't owe that much money, so.
Your Honor, can we
All
just
right.
set this for a settlement conference
Yes, let's do that.
and reserve escrow?
Yes, escrow's reserved. I'll set this for final settlement conference for June 18th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is in person at the court, ma'am.
Okay.
That's
I'll
a
have
Tuesday.
a lawyer.
That's a Tuesday.
Okay, I'll see you then.
And
Thank
Your
you.
Honor, of course, if she moves out, this non-payment possession only case will be dismissed.
Right. Okay.
Have a good day.
All right.
Thank
We'll
you,
see
Your
you
Honor.
then. Thank you. Court calls the case Gulfside Lakes versus Emmett Redwine.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Mr. Redwine, I knew you'd be
doing?
here.
How you doing?
Okay. I'm doing well. Okay, so how much is owing on this, Mr. Fink?
As of today, it is 1597.97. And tomorrow it will be 2884.63.
Mr. Redwine, how are you gonna get this taken care of?
About I can have May pay within 2 weeks. I have it by the 14th. I can have not this Friday. Next Friday, the 14th, I can have May paid. Then the next 2 weeks I can have June paid.
Okay, so by the 14th, how much are you gonna pay on the 14th? The 1600 basically?
Can I say something first? On my paperwork, it say 14. Look,
Right, and there have been probably some fees added and other things, but I got 1600 that's owed. Can you get that paid by the 14th?
yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna indicate you're to pay 1600, you're to pay that by,
Well, how about this, Your Honor? Can I say this? You say
Go
it's
ahead.
1600. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Now, say 16. Let me see. I have a minimum pay of 15, but yeah, I
15, okay, let me put 15 down, that's fine. Pay 15 by the 14th,
Mhm.
but you gotta pay it before the hearing.
Oh, well, Your Honor, well, I'll be lying because, well, it depends on what time they're hearing because I'm gonna pay it in the morning when I get off work.
Okay. The hearing's at 3 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, to be paid. And can I say one thing?
Okay. What?
Can I say one thing can I say one thing?
Sure.
Yeah, I seen you on the news.
Thank you, Mr. Redwine. Yeah,
But yeah,
between the news and the mirror, I've seen too much of myself. So I'm going to adjourn this to June 14th, 2024,
Escrow
At
reserved,
3
Your Honor.
3 p.m. Escrow is reserved.
it'll be my question, is it Zoom or is it come in?
You'll be Zoom if
Okay,
that's
thank
what you want.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.